I know I had missed two lives, so I will definitely do a catch up this week in another 2 days. I hope you guys are well, and I'm so sorry, especially for those of you all who have been waiting on the channeling for more than a week. I hope you all are well, and I know many of you all will watch this live later. So let me invite you all. All right. I hope you guys have been doing all right, and the energies have been extremely chaotic. And I know a lot of y'all are like, when is this going to change? So, with that, today's topic is very important, and I thought it is the best time and the right time to address this. So, I wanted to really talk about twin flame depression and what exactly it is, and how many of y'all may be consciously or subconsciously struggling from it and just not able to cope with it even. But before that, so this live will be the catch up for the 20th, and I will definitely do a catch up live for the 27th within this month. So I'll try to do it by the 31st, guys. I apologize, truly, truly, truly apologize for, Hi Dawn, I see you. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until more of you guys join me, and this will be the channeling list. Areen, Martha, Jordan, Rachel, Diana, Goodney, Dawn, Marion, Laura, and Dawn. All right. So I'm going to just give it a few minutes until more of you all join me. Till then, share with me your thoughts. How have you guys been feeling? What have you guys been experiencing energetically? Has life been tumultuous? Has it been insane? Because July energies have been very unpredictable, very unstable even. Many of y'all have told me that, wow, they thought things would get better, but it's a different kind of challenge. Like July has been a month where it's just unexpected, a lot of unexpected. For some, it's unexpected expenses, unnecessary. It's like a lot of waste. Like you may have felt like you've wasted your time. Some of y'all may have felt like things didn't go as planned. A lot of plans were being questioned. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. So, yes, July has been a very tricky month. So, we are hoping that August gets better. And again, guys, this is a catch up live for the 20th. So, I'll do another live within the next 2 to 3 days so that, I am caught up. And so good to see all of y'all. I don't know, for some reason, I think I am I'm kind of all right, I see more of y'all coming in. And with that, I am going to start with today's topic and then I will join. So, guys, show me that you're here. Throw in some reactions so that, more of y'all will be able to join in. And throw in your comments as well, guys, so that I know that you guys are here. So I know the timing is a bit off. So for the catch up live, I'll try to do our usual timing, um, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'll try to do it within the next 2 to 3 days. So I again apologize. Hey Dawn, hey Karen. All right, so let's talk about what twin flame depression is. So the thing is, depression in itself, you have got clinical depression and you've got spiritual depression. And, obviously I'm not going to talk about clinical depression because that's a whole new other topic. So when it comes to spiritual twin flame depression, it is a sense of void, a sense of prolonged void that you experience, which has been causing you tremendous stress and pain and a kind of hopeless state which is prolonged. And it can be very, very interesting because many of y'all may think that, hey, it is a thin line between the dark night of the soul and prolonged period of sadness and loneliness and a sense of feeling of like hopelessness even. So that's exactly what it is. It is a state where you feel like you're completely deprived of joy. You completely feel empty. You feel like there's nothing else in the world that will make you happy. And for some of y'all, when you guys are in this prolonged state, you may feel that even if you were to see a twin flame, it may not make a difference. That's how deep you guys may be in. So that's why identifying it, recognizing it, understanding it is crucial in your journey. Hello, Sonal. So good to see you too. In fact, so happy to see you all. I think it's been almost 2 weeks because I missed the live on the 20th. It's just like everything is delayed. I think Mercury retrograde is coming in as well. So, anyway, with all of that coming in, it is very, very crucial to understand that when you are going through this period, it is comparable to the dark night of the soul, and often it does trigger a dark night of the soul because once you hit a prolonged state of twin flame depression, chances are you're going to hit the dark night of the soul. So Karen says, on her way home, did a Costco run before I work tonight. Oh, thank you for joining in. I know the timing is weird, but I'll make it up for it. I would make up for it, guys. So don't worry about it. And for those of y'all who did the 19/7 portal healing, I'll highly recommend you guys to get the post 19/7 twin flames portal amplifier and aligner. And for those of you who didn't get to participate in that healing, you guys can still get the post 19/7 twin flames portal healing amplifier and aligner. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. All right, as I was talking about today's topic, one thing to note is that you will note that deeply, intensely, you would experience this. So often, this is how it creeps in. Initially, you may not really feel like you're getting to that point or place of twin flame depression. It will hit you slow, but it would hit you hard. So that's why I thought, let's explore this topic and talk about it and see what may be some of the remedies or strategies that can help you cope with this state. So for those of you who are experiencing this prolonged state of emptiness, a void, an unexplainable void, a feeling of hopelessness, and like you're barely existing, you're like surviving, you're just in survival mode, this topic might truly, truly resonate with you guys. I know it's a dull topic, it's a topic that you guys may feel like, oh man, um, why is it that as part of the journey I have to go through this? All of these thoughts may hit you. Good morning, Jordan. So that's why understanding it can help you to cope with it, essentially. So another question may be by why does it happen, especially when you are in prolonged separation, when the separation hits a couple of years even, you start to feel hopelessness. You start to question the journey. You start to think about, hey, is this all true? What I'm feeling, what I'm believing, what I'm going through, is this all even happening? Is this all even true? And that sense of questioning the entire journey can dip you to that state as well. You may also slowly feel like, at first you may just think, hey, I'll be fine. It is a state that I'll get over with. In a couple of days, I'll feel better. But then it can go on to the point where it starts affecting your day to day life. It starts affecting everything you do. It starts affecting um, everything. Like, it may start with, you may not have the motivation to wake up and do things that you're used to doing. You may feel like no matter how much you hang out with your friends or you spend time with people that you enjoy being with, you still feel empty and void. And that's when you have to be like, okay, you are in this state and you are going through this pain that is unexplainable, and it just creeps into your life. Of course, spending time with your loved ones, doing things that excite you may change that state of twin flame depression, but you may go back into it. Good morning, Samantha. Oh, that's great that you're listening while you work. So sorry, guys. I know this is not the timing that I usually do these lives, but just this one, and I will do a catch up for last Saturday's one. So this is a catch up for the previous Saturday, the 20th. So, guys, please do throw in your reactions so more of y'all know that I am doing this live, because it's an odd timing, and I think I've never done a live during noon time before. So some of y'all may just be experiencing a slight form of twin flame depression where, you may be feeling completely off for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and then you're able to find your standing again. For some of y'all, it may have just never stopped. That lingering feeling of emptiness and sadness is just there, but you've learned to cope with it. But the difference between twin flame depression and clinical depression is that there is a spiritual change that's taking place within you. So when you're in this state of void and emptiness, you're often seeking the guidance of God, the universe, trying to understand what it is that you're experiencing, what it is that you're going through, all of these things. And slowly, this will kickstart your evolution, your journey of spiritual growth and ascension to the next level. And you will start to deeply, deeply witness changes in your life like never before as well. You will also start to notice things that you may have never noticed your whole life. So, that state where you have hit, where you're no longer able to tolerate, you go into a state where you just feel empty. Yes, Samantha, there will be channeling at the end. So, guys, just like every other life I do, there will be channeling at the end. So, stay tuned for it. Um, Also, as I was saying, so when you hit that point where you just feel this void and you're just not able to figure out what it is, that's when you drop into the dark night of the soul. So you could say that twin flame depression is a state before the do nots. Some of y'all may be able to, pass through this stage without dropping into the do nots as well. But there are many triggers that can cause you to stay in this state indefinitely. Some is, not being in union with your twin flame. In fact, that's one of the biggest. Hello, Marion. So good to see you. And Marion says hello to everyone. Hi, Martha. So lovely to see you. So glad you guys are here, and I see more of you all joining in. Perfect. So, so twin flame depression is a state where, like I was saying, you experience this void, this emptiness, this feeling like you're never, ever, ever going to be happy again, or there is no sense of hope, like you are in a state where you feel just miserable and you don't know what to do. So actually, you can't even define twin flame depression because it's so deep. Yes, and Karen says, I'm finding since your 1907 healing, signs galore, very peaceful, more time with friends, went to a bonfire Saturday night, and once again I went to the water on Sunday. Oh, that's amazing, Karen. And guys, if you guys have done the healing, I also have a post 1907 aligner and transformer. You guys can sign up for that, and those who haven't done this healing can sign up for that too. And Martha says, Vaish, beautiful hello, and all beautiful DFs in the group. Oh, that is fantastic. So, guys, I have the link. If you guys want to purchase the 19 post 197 portal healing, you guys can. So, the pre stage or the stage before the do nots is what twin flame depression is. So, the thing about this is that it sneaks into your life very slowly, in a way that you might not even realize that it's affecting your life. It starts to creep in and slowly, slowly starts to affect parts of your life in many ways. So you may notice that you have no energy at all. So, what twin flame depression does is that it can leave you in a state where you feel like you lack energy, you lack motivation, you lack inspiration, you just feel like there is no way to get out of this state. And you also feel like there's no hope, and often this is exactly the point where you seek the help of the universe, God. You really cry out to God and you're like, help me understand why I'm going through this, why I have to go through this suffering, why do I have to go through this pain, and why do I have to indefinitely suffer and suffer and suffer to the point where there's nothing left. I can't even feel suffering anymore. That's how painful it is. So, some strategies to cope would be, once you recognize this is a sign of twin flame depression, you could start to slowly find your way out of it. And you guys may be like, how? So, some ways is to try to establish a routine, to try to follow certain things. Like, example, if it overwhelms you, it overwhelms you. If you have to take time off work, you have to take time off work. But you could probably, some things that you can try to ease your situation will be trying to sleep at the same time, trying to wake up at the same time, trying to have a diet that helps you, gives you more energy. On a spiritual, energetic level, the key is to surrender. When you are ready to surrender, you are completely en route to recovery. If you leave it as it is, then you're going to probably drop to the dark night of the soul, and that is going to take another, prolonged period before you can go back in. So, if you can identify the stages, it can help you to cope with the journey better. There are many triggers that can cause you to fall to this state, but like I said, it creeps in. So it could start with anxiousness, restlessness, yearning to be with your divine masculine and not being able to be with your divine masculine, and constantly going back and forth and not finding the finding any kind of finding any kind of support. You're not going to find support from others because people around you may not quite understand the journey. But one thing is that you will start to feel the change when you start to recognize what is happening to you. So, awareness, knowledge can help you cope with the journey better. So the triggers are everywhere. It could be somebody in your family getting married, friends getting married, seeing couples together. That could be a major trigger. Um, Looking back at your life and feeling stagnated because you don't know where this journey is leading to. Some of you all may have had an idea way before you met your DM how you wanted your life to be, who you wanted to be with, and children, everything. So you may be going through. So often these external factors tend to be a trigger to your twin flame depression. Also, you may find yourself feeling very, very exhausted. So exhaustion is a huge part in this journey where you're just not able to cope. So when you're struggling with that, you will notice that you are just stuck in a situation where you're not able to figure out what you're experiencing. You might also notice how no matter what you do, you're back to square one. Focusing on your breathing, noticing your breathing, realizing how your breathing can affect change is also crucial in your journey. When you realize how much of breathing, controlling your breathing, focusing on your breath can also bring you into states of peace. Another way is to identify, yes, you're going through this state, but you have to also understand that it's connected to your twin flame journey. Because, another kind of depression could be completely different, and that you have to go to the doctor. There is no spiritual remedy behind it. But when it comes to the twin flame journey, and if you're going through a twin flame related depression, you often know that it is a twin flame related depression from the triggers and from the situation and how you feel about it. So, yes, that's exactly what twin flame depression is, and it does take a toll and it can affect you. So, some of the ways to cope with it is to focus on your breathing, to establish a routine, to try to connect with nature if you can, go to the park or go to the beach or go to a place where you feel this connection with water. And water can be a very, very soothing element in your journey as well. It can also help you to feel much more in alignment with your journey. Trees, greenery, all of these can also help you to feel the connection that you're missing out on. And finally, you will also notice that once you recognize what you're going through, you will be able to come out of it better, and then you can slowly build yourself You can raise your vibration, you can, find a pattern, a coping strategy to survive. But sometimes, you just have to go through what you're going through in a way where it will take a while. Because, like I said, it creeps in, right? Twin flame depression. So it's not like you can just snap out of it. It's going to take a while for you to come out of it. But when you do, you will feel a huge sense of relief. Hello, Moni. So good to see you. So, with that, guys, if you guys have any questions, I'm opening the floor, and after that, I'm going to do some live channeling. So, let me see. All right. I'm going to read out the list. So I've got Irene, I've got Martha, I've got Jordan, I've got Rachel, and Rachel sent me another tip, so I'll do two channelings for you. Rachel, Diana, Goodney, Dawn, Marion, Irene again, Dawn again, Samantha, and Nicole. Alright, guys, any questions about this topic before I get into channeling? And also, this is a catch up live for the 20th of July, so I will do a catch up live for the 27th of July. And so I'll try to do it by the end of the month. So I'll try to do it before the 31st of July so that I don't have any more lapses. So Marion's question is, Vash, how about listening to subliminals, subliminals music frequency to relax the mind and heart? Well, if it works for you, then go for it because it can be really helpful depending on what kind you listen to. But if it is helping you to relax, then go for it. There used to be some good ones, but I can't find them. Like there was some good subliminals in the past, but I think with content creators they're always moving it around. But yeah, some of them are really really good. But I've heard feedback from some of my clients that some subliminals can affect them as well. So choose wisely, see what you resonate with and what you feel a deep connection with before you know um, before deciding what suits you. But it can help, in a way, because especially the one where it repeats um, something good, like, hey, like, I think those subliminals are pretty good, because it really, really taps into your subconscious. It helps to make you feel much more relaxed, and especially when listening to it you'll be able to know. All right, guys, any more questions? And I am going to start the live. Before that, if you guys have done the 19.7 portal healing, I'll highly recommend you guys to get the post healing I'll highly, highly, highly recommend it. And for those of you who hadn't gotten a chance to get the 197 portal healing, you can still get the post portal healing because it is unique. The 197 portal is just very, very unique, and it's highly transformative and just one of a kind, especially from the feedback that I've been getting from all of you guys. So I highly, highly, highly recommend. All right, Jordan says I do healing music when I sleep, and it's such a positive impact. Impact. Hi, Steen. Good to see you. Anyway, I'm going to get to the channeling, but if you guys have any comments, thoughts that you want to share about this topic, feel free to do so. I will start the channeling in another 5 minutes. So I'll just open the floor and wait for your comments. So anything you can even share about how you guys have been feeling energetically, how this month has been affecting you guys, anything that you want to share. And if you guys have experienced twin flame depression, you can also share your thoughts. If you have any questions related to it, you want to discuss coping strategies, now is the time as well. All right, Samantha saying things have been tough on my end, feeling a disconnect in the 5D with my DM. Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that, Samantha. The energies have been pretty chaotic this month, and probably that's why, but you will feel connected again. Don't worry, you will start to feel more connected. It's very temporary, but you will feel better. Jordan is saying, I'm coming out of it now, so I'm starting to feel better and wanting to get back to things I enjoy slowly. Yes, slowly. That is the key, slowly to transition. Kidney saying, struggled with depression all my life, long before I met my twin. Can it be because I've missed him unconsciously? Yes, absolutely, Kidney. It is. It's definitely connected. So your soul has been yearning and missing him your whole life, and probably that's what may have caused those periods of depression in your life. Marian says sometimes when you feel alone and letting go of your DM, the sings and his initial and even his face popping on my vision is a way of the universe reminding me not to give up. Absolutely. The universe is always, always there. Like, Wow, the universe really speaks to you, but if you don't listen, it screams at you. That's how powerful the signs are when you're on a twin flame journey. So it's truly, truly, truly amazing. Like, thank you so much, guys, for sharing your comments and input. It is so vital to talk about these things because many of you all are just, you know, it is being in a twin flame journey can feel like a lonely, lonely journey, but the reality is, we are here to support one another and we can get through this. That's the important thing. And it is a spiritual journey, and your connection with God is 100% unique. So always never feel like, hey, you may feel like you're disconnected to your divine counterpart, but never with the universe and God. And always, always connect back to God and the universe, and you will have guidance, sense of direction, redirection, everything that will come by. All right, guys, with that, I will start with channeling if you guys have no more comments. So, guys, do you have a. Also, guys, do you have. Alright, I wanted to ask you guys something and I totally forgot. Anyway, I will be doing a catch up live for this Saturday, which I missed. So, this live is for the previous Saturday, and I know a lot of you all sent me tips for the 20th of July. So I'm going to do all of the channeling. Last week's channeling, the 20th of July's channeling, and then, if there's anyone who wants me to channel for today specifically, I'm opening the floor too, and I will do a makeup live in another 2 to 3 days, so look out for that. So that will be for the 27th. All right, with that, I am going to start with Areen's questions are, not sure if the first payment sent, so I'm sending this one again. Having a hard time kicking a keratome addiction, but I do believe that round this blend is something better for me. I also enjoy it, and that's why it's hard to quit. How do I do this? And any messages from my twin flame, please. So, Areen, the first thing is that you've recognized it as an addiction. And the thing about addiction is it can be anything. And the thing about an addiction is that you have no control over it. So recognizing that you are not able to let go of it is a sign that perhaps your soul is saying, maybe, but also you want to do it in a very slow manner, because you're also feeling, you're also enjoying it and you feel like it's helping you. So you want to draw a balance between it, and then slowly you can gain back control and power. And then with that, you may be able to make your own decision, your own choice, whether you want to do it or not. So that's why. So the first, my guidance will be, it's great that you recognize it as an addiction. So second part would be slowly, maybe you could stop doing it, but often with addictions there'll be withdrawal. So you have to like slowly try to manage it. So maybe you could do it subtly, maybe miss a day and then slowly. The most important thing is gaining control over it. Once you are in control of your addiction, then it's no longer an addiction, because you are able to choose at will whether you want to have this habit or not. So all the best to you. I have great faith and hope that you will be able to um, get over it and you will be fine. So, messages from your twin flame. I feel there is a lot of butterflies in the air. I just feel like your twin flame, she's experiencing a lot of release, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. And a lot of love. So she's just going through this very, very interesting period where she's just trying to figure out what it is that she's going through. Um, and she's trying her best to be there for you. And she really, really wants to honor the relationship that you share with each other. So, in a way, it's kind of like this internal battle she's facing and going back and forth and also trying to figure out what it is that you guys can offer to one another that will make things between you guys better in a way. So there's a lot of communication in the 5D between you and your twin, and she wants you to know that she loves you a lot. She loves you with all her heart, with so much, with so much conviction and so much joy and happiness. And she says that she cannot imagine a life without you. That's how much she enjoys the connection that you both share. And deep down, she's so fortunate to be together with you, and she just wants you to open up and share everything that you're going through, because it is a lot that you're struggling with and you're coping with. And deep down, there's so much that is happening to you that you're trying to figure out and trying to learn. And she says that she wants to support you every step of the way. So these are her messages to you, not to give up, and also to remind you that she's there for you, and she wants you to know that things are going to get better. And also deep down, the changes that are taking place, it's going to shift, and you will find a great sense of relief, time to come. And in terms of your addiction, you will also find a way out of it. Your guides want you to know, Irene, that you are going to find the inner power and strength to be able to find a balance from it. So there is something better coming for you, and that will definitely redirect you from this habit, and it will also give you a sense of control. So I definitely see that coming. So, yes, to answer your question, there is something better for you. And yep, and like I said, slowly, steadily, and you will be fine. Once you realize that you have the power and control over this addiction, you will be able to come out of it. And your twin flames higher self also want you to know that you'll be fine, and you will be able to come out of this, and you will be feeling much stronger and much more alive and much more at peace in time to come. With that, Irene, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I've got Martha. Oops. Martha just says live channeling. Oops, I see more comments here. Hello, Sam. Hello, Rebecca. Just a quick hello, Vice, wishing you well. Can't stay as I'm packing for my move. Talk soon and watch back. Absolutely. Hi, Nicole. And Nicole says hi to everyone. And Marion says, I'll watch mine later on work mode right now. Absolutely, guys. All right. I'm going to start with Martha. All right. So, Martha, I see so much changes. It's just so beautiful looking at your combined energetic fields. It's just marvelous, glorious. I see so much gold and green and pink and blue, and it's just so beautiful. It's like energetically, your souls are just merging into one, because you are one soul after all. So that divine dance that I'm witnessing, there's so much excitement, there's so much freedom. I just feel like both you and your DM have transitioned to another point in your journey where you guys are just feeling the strength, the power, the connection to make the choices that you guys want to make. That's how powerful and transformative your connection is right now. It's just at its peak energetically. It's very, very beautiful, a lot of rhythm, a lot of magic. So, tapping into your divine masculine's energies, what I feel and what I sense is that he is deeply, deeply, deeply fascinated by every aspect of this journey. He just uh, wants you to know that you are everything to him, and he is planning his future around you, and he so wants to be with you, and very, very intensely, romantically roman- romantically sorry, romantically, he wants to show a lot of romance. He wants to show a lot of love. He wants to show a lot of potential. He also wants to show you that he loves you and supports you a lot. Of course, there's a lot of doubt and a lot of fear, and in fact, he's struggling with with fear, in a sense that he doesn't want to lose you, and this stems from past lives where he has this fear of, because you're so precious to him, that he doesn't want to do anything to lose you. So that's what I'm picking up. Like, there's a lot of things that he's releasing, especially after this powerful healing that you both embarked on. I just feel like your DM has garnered the strength. He's feeling so much more powerful. He's feeling so much more stronger. He's feeling a lot more strength, and he's starting to also feel this internal power where he feels like he is in control, and that he will be able to create the life that he wants to with you. And his higher self wants you to know that he is totally building an entire future, like every single day he's daydreaming about the day that you guys are going to be together, how beautiful your blended family is going to look. And he's so excited because he knows that you are the one that he has been searching for his whole life. And it's just so strong and powerful, like the feelings that both of you have for each other. It's just magical. It's very powerful, completely entrancing, very, very deep, very, very powerful. And I just feel like multidimensionally you guys have been doing a lot as well. So energetically, you may have been feeling a little tired here and there, because both of you are being involved in the higher dimensions a lot, especially with the Soul Blueprint community committee. You guys are doing, like, I feel like you guys are involved heavily in creating a new blueprint for Earth, and hence you are spending a lot of time up there energetically. So, inherently, you both are spending a lot of time together, and your 3D selves really, really yearn to be with each other, like so much, so strongly, so powerfully. It's just so deep, it's so profound, it's so magical, and it's just filled with so much joy and hope and magic. And also, deep down, your divine counterpart just wants you to know, Martha, that he's so lucky and he's so blessed to have you, and he's so excited by what the future is going to bring forth for the both of you. And it is an interesting period that you're both navigating, but God is with you, the universe is with you, and you guys are being guided constantly. It's just like both of you are definitely going to do what you've been doing up there below. So you guys would definitely be working with children, you'll be working with spirituality, you will be working with community, you guys would be um, creating avenues to generate more spirituality, helping people find themselves, helping twin flames unite. There's so much you're both going to do together. And this is a period where both you and your divine masculine are just preparing yourselves for what is ahead. And that is a lot of beautiful things. So many beautiful things are coming ahead for you guys, and it's just an immense transformative period of joy and magic and expansion and growth and wisdom. And it's just going to be marvelous what you're both going to experience. It's just so beautiful even thinking about it. So the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he's crazily in love with you, and that he's so serious about making plans and moving in and having a life together with you. And he has been lately spending a lot of time thinking about ways to organize his past life so that he can be with you. And he has completely been, in fact, I feel like he has been quite open with his plans, and he has been discussing with people close to him about being together with you and what he's planning for the future. So he's very, very serious. So it's just a matter of time. You guys are just going to flow in to this connection and feel the wholesome union that you're both going to enjoy. It's going to be extremely beautiful, it's going to be extremely transformative. You guys are just going to feel so empowered, and so powerful and inspired. So his messages to you are that he is doing everything he can to be with you. He can't stop thinking about you. You're always in his mind, heart, and soul, and he misses you all the time. He wants to be with you all the time. He wants to talk to you all the time. He loves you to the end of the infinite universe and beyond and back. That's how much he loves you. He has no words to describe um, the loyalty and sincerity he has towards you and the connection. And he wants to thank you for trusting him all this while. And he says that he will not disappoint. And he also says that he's awakening to more and more of who he is. And so he's having a lot of dreams about his multi-dimensional selves with you, and engaging in projects in higher dimensions. So he's been getting a lot of visions lately that has been um, giving him a lot of strength and power in confirming what he feels about you. He knows that he knows you way before this lifetime, and all these dreams that he's getting about other planets, other star systems. It's just confirming everything. So he is in a full blown awakening mode right now, and it's very, very beautiful because it's just super transformative. It's just helping your DM realize his ultimate potential in every way possible, and it's just so magical in that regard. And also deep down, um, your DM is just feeling this joy like never before, and it's because he knows that both of you are going to be together very soon. So, a lot of melody, a lot of rhythm, a lot of dance, a lot of music, a lot of. It's so profound what you're both experiencing, and deep down, it's just a matter of time before both of you are able to fully express yourselves in 3D, like how you're expressing yourselves multidimensionally. So again, there's a lot of astral star exploration going on between the both of you. There is so much adventures that you're both partaking on. You guys are literally going places up there, and meeting in the astral a lot, just like the 3D. There's so much going on, literally so much energetic exchanges. You guys are totally inspiring each other in every dimension out there. It's just so beautiful and so profound and so fascinating, and it's just beautiful, all the lights and the colors and everything that is coming along in a very, very beautiful way. So, yes, your guides want you to just go with the flow because everything is in perfect alignment, Martha. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I have got Jordan. All right, let me pick out Jordan's question. All right. FB channeling 20th July. Do you see my DM reaching out to communicate in 3D before the end of July? Thank you. Definitely, Jordan, the energies have shifted, and I definitely feel like your divine masculine is definitely making the effort to. I feel like he really wants to reach out, but something is holding him back. Just feels a lot of clutter energetically around your energetic field. So he feels this certain disconnect, probably it could be because of some energetic shifts or changes that you're going through. But that's what I feel like is preventing him from reaching out. But I feel like he's going to take a leap of faith and truly, truly, truly connect with you by the end of July. And it's going to be different because he knows that you have truly, truly released. You are a new person now, and he also knows that both of you have so much life and future ahead of you. So the messages that he wants to deliver to you is that he wants you to know that he's so excited about things to come, and he knows that the last couple of months have been a deep, deep, deep struggle, and there's a lot and he knows that you were affected by a lot of fear. You were, there were times where you're misguided, or you were going down a path where you were completely confused and going through a lot of challenges. But somehow now you're seeing the light better, and you're able to come out of anything that is holding you back. So, hence, your DM is definitely going to make a lot of effort to reach out to you in the 3D before the end of July. With that, Jordan, I hope you've enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I've got Rachel. Rachel's asking me, hi Vaish, where is Carrie currently on his spiritual journey? And how are things with his karmic? We are in communication, but I find him at times to be arrogant and aggressive. Thank you. All right. Firstly, what I see, Rachel, is that Carrie is struggling to find his footing, especially when it's like, because your vibrations, your energies are much more higher. He can feel the pull and inspiration, but he's still struggling to find his footing in the spiritual journey. So that's why he's like kind of like fluctuating back and forth in trying to feel. So, in a way, in order for him to get to that higher parts, he needs to release a lot that is holding him back. So a part of him is just releasing things that are no longer serving him, no longer helping him, and then he's back into this energies where he's struggling to return to a state of default. So in a way, his consciousness is expanding, but his 3D self is hindering his cosmic self from expanding. So that's the reason why he's being arrogant and aggressive, because he's doing it out of ignorance. So because he feels insecure and not good enough, and so he's just like everything he does just comes out wrong. So that's what he's struggling with a lot, Rachel. Like deep down, he's just struggling with him trying to find his footing, trying to find a place whereby he is able to connect and disconnect, and also also being able to figure out where his life is at. So there's a lot of that going on right now, and deep down he's so determined in finding a balance in this relationship with you that he is going through an internal battle like never before. So he is being very unkind to himself, being very aggressive as well. So things with his karmic are also out of place. I find that it's very chaotic, and that's what's causing him these bad moods too. So he wants to do right by you, but he keeps falling into the backwaters again and again and again, and he hates doing it. He hates being in this position whereby he's causing you all this duress and pain and unnecessary um, unnecessary effects. In a way, it's just fully like he's just struggling to be himself. So that's what's going on with his spiritual journey right now. A lot of chaos, a lot of pain, a lot of issues related to the crown chakra. So, in a way, you are his anchor. You are the only one who is guiding him to the light. And his 3D self, every time, his 3D self is progressing, he self sabotages and he falls back. So that's why his behavior is very odd at times, and then at times it's promising as well. So this period will go on for a while, but he will find a point of peace, a point of rhythm, and a point of balance very soon. Also, deep down, the changes are going to shift deeply, and you will see him transforming and changing, Rachel. So I do see a lot of potential between the both of you, and it's definitely coming in, and in a very positive way. So the shifts, everything energetically, it's in a period of great transformation. So, with that, Rachel, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And wait, actually, there's one more message. Your DM's higher self wants to apologize to you, and he says that he's trying his best to do better, and he will do better, and he apologizes for his aggression and arrogance, and he will do better. Your guides want you to know that better times are coming ahead, Rachel. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I have got Diana. All right, guys, I'm just going to rest my voice for a bit, and I will start with your channeling in a bit, Diana. All right, Diana says, hope you have a fabulous weekend and thank you for all that you do always. So I'm going to give, oh, before that, let me read all the comments. Nicole says, I love you. I love all of you guys. I'm sending love and light to all of you. I'm at a women's imaging center right now and having testing done. So I'm going in and out. Just wanted to send good energy to everyone. Oh, sending you so much good energy, Nicole. Everything will be all right with your scans. And hi, Linda. Good to see you. No worries. You can always catch up with it. And hello, Marsha. Good to see you. All right, guys. Just let me just fill up some water, and I'll be right back. And then I'll do the rest of the channeling. Oops, sorry about that, guys. All right, let me continue. So, what's going on for Diana? So, Diana, I see a lot of changes coming into your life, a lot of changes with W. You may feel like things have been stagnant, not much changes, but it's happening on a deep soul level. Like a lot of astral traveling, a lot of multi-dimensional. You guys are in like doing a lot, like contributing a lot up there. So I see many, many, many changes that's taking place. It's really, really beautiful, and a lot of transitions are taking place for you and W, Diana. So it is going to be a period of deep, intrinsic change. You're also going to see a lot of doors opening up. I also feel like W is going to come back to you with a kind of apology. I feel like he's going to have a heart to heart talk with you, a conversation with you. He's going to truly speak about what's been going on between the both of you in that regard. It's going to be about change. It's going to be about life. You're going to have a very serious conversation together, and I am definitely feeling wedding bells, commitment bells coming in. Just feel like W is going to convey all of his dreams and all of his wishes, and it's just going to come from a place where he is just going to spill it all out. So, auspicious time is starting for you, Diana, and it's going to be very, very exciting. It's going to be very, very fulfilling as well. So, in that regard, you are going to feel this deep intrinsic shift, change. You're going to also feel much more calm, much more rhythm, much more melody. You're also going to feel a deep sense of shift that is coming up. So yes, it's going to all work out in that regard. You're also going to feel that you are in the verge of discovering something new. So, overall, I just feel like this is going to be a period where you are going to discover a lot of new things, a lot of new potential, a lot of newness is coming through with regards to your relationship. I'm also feeling like deep down you are feeling this intense growth in your life as well. You're also feeling much more like there's this deep sense of magic that is taking place. Like deep down, you just know that something amazing is going to take place, and you're going to feel much more alive in the coming weeks. Deep shifts are coming through, and I also see that deep down you are in for a lot of surprises. As for the messages that I'm channeling from Warwick, I he's saying that he has